Hello, friends. Thank you for joining me for this week's Astro Weather Forecast. I'm Pix. This is for the week of Monday, October 17th through Sunday, October 23rd. And here are 3 themes to watch out for. Firstly, productivity is expected, especially at the beginning of the week. Secondly, a burnout and then a refreshing renewal of something in your life. And thirdly, a shift in a long-term situation in a positive direction. So, okay, one more. And a boost in overall spookiness and happy birthday season to Scorpio suns. I release weekly astrology forecasts as well as personalized rising sign horoscopes for my patrons every Sunday. And if you're interested in learning more about that, go ahead and check the Patreon link in the description of this video. It's at the bottom. So the beginning of the week provides practical and useful energy, though the effects of Mars retrograde may begin to leak through this week. It stations retrograde next week, but we'll be feeling it. On Monday, October 17th, and Tuesday, October 18th, the Sun and Venus in Libra trine Mars at 24 degrees Gemini, and productive synastry is boosted, and action taken towards your goals will prove to be effective with this trine from Mars. So chemistry and magnetism is also strengthened, assisting you with getting what you want. We have Venus and Mars working together. When they work together, it helps with our desires and working towards our desires and our goals. But because Mars is slowing down to a glacial pace by now, it's common to notice a need for extra effort or extra energy towards something, maybe feeling a need for authenticity or more realness in a certain part of your life. Confrontations and challenges and separations and endings are all Mars themes that are possibilities over the next couple weeks. And the beginning of the week also includes a tendency for anxiety due to the Sun and Venus in Libra moving up to square Pluto at 26 degrees Capricorn until Wednesday, October 18th. The rewarding side of Pluto provides profundity or emotional depth, but the challenging side to Pluto indicates extremes as well as power and control dynamics, as I like to bring up. Intensity around identity, around your choices and your actions, around your creativity, or around relationships can manifest. The Sun and Venus are squaring Pluto. So wherever you are feeling anxious or powerless in your life, there is an opportunity to take your power back. Pluto provides this opportunity to do, whatever action you need to do, whatever step you need to take to feel more in your power, even if it's a small step. And sometimes all it takes is a perspective shift with these types of dynamics. So talking through problems or communicating about triggers is further supported the first half of the week with Mercury in Libra opposing Chiron at 13 degrees Aries until Wednesday also. So triggers around being in a student position or techie subjects, drama around technology could manifest. Fears around travel topics or triggers around not feeling heard are also possible with Mercury and Chiron together. Either way, there's a lot of support in talking through the details or writing through the details. So by the end of the week, Venus is extremely combust the Sun, and this indicates the ending of a certain phase of life. So a transformation is occurring with Venus, and this week marks a crispy time of burnout around a certain subject for all of us, because Venus rules something in everyone's chart, and she's burning up, and we're renewing. So a relationship, a way of relating, or your creative style is in the process of changing, and this could be the ending of an era before the beginning of a new one. So the new beginning occurs after Saturday, October 22nd, when Venus is Cazimi at 29 degrees Libra. So besides indicating a transformation in your life, this Cazimi also marks the halfway point of the current 8-year Venus cycle. You may notice certain seeds coming up or coming to fruition from 4 years ago, from around October or November of 2018 when the cycle began. So the Cazimi represents some sort of culmination and the height of this cycle. I have read that there is some disagreement among astrologers on whether this is the start of a cycle or the mark of the middle of the cycle. It depends on if you consider the inferior or superior conjunction to the sun the start or the middle. So, and Venus gets to sit in the throne of the king during its Cazimi, and it's bestowed sparkly blessings when this happens. You can expect good luck on some plane of your life after the combustion. So realizations and needed perspective shifts are common, and it's a good time to meditate, to journal, or to go on walks. Whatever you do to, open yourself up to messages. Taurus risings and Libra risings will notice extra sensitivities or burnout this week. Venus is your ruling planet. So this renewal of the Venus Cazimi will also be very welcome for you and feel very refreshing after it occurs on the 22nd. The weekend itself has a few other mixes of energy to add to the flavor pot. Practical work, detail work, and effectively useful energy will also be available this weekend thanks to Mercury in Libra trining Saturn as it stations direct at 18 degrees Aquarius. So doing paperwork or signing contracts is supported. Moving forward with long-term commitments is supported. A bump in the road, new information, new decisions may come up. Hard work, a challenge, or a delay could pop up over the weekend with Saturn stationing to slow down. But whatever you do will ultimately lead to a more stable foundation with a system you are establishing. Saturn's cycle, we're moving forward again. Also, Capricorn and Aquarius risings may be feeling a little run down, a little extra tired. It's also this Saturn stationing direct is also the final shift forward for people having their Saturn return in Aquarius. So people with planets or points in the late degrees of the fixed signs, that's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, will also be noticing this bump in the road with this system shift. This is Saturn stationing direct. So the weekend continues to do the most for us because on Sunday, October 23rd, Venus and the Sun hold hands and enter Scorpio together. And Scorpio season begins. Happy birthday season to Scorpio suns. So Scorpio season starting with Venus involved in forms of significant haps for the fixed rising signs as well as for Libra rising. The beginning of Scorpio season is the marker for the middle of autumn in the northern hemisphere, and the sun is on its middle path downward. Darkness is taking over more and more, symbolizing a single-pointed focus towards the winter solstice, aka the darkest and gothiest time of the year. So Scorpios are pinned for representing entering into the darkness from either A, being involved with some form of cathartic destruction and then reconstruction, or B, fearing the darkness, which allows for classic Scorpio behaviors like worry or defensiveness or the extra need for security and protection. Scorpio season encourages the getting real about things even when it makes life difficult, like, heading into the darkness head first because the other side will make you stronger. That's a total Scorpio vibe. Producing a fixation towards darkness and authenticity, as well as tendencies towards thinking about the worst case scenarios like fear and loss. Scorpio season births souls that are served by deeper authenticity. The sun is heading downwards, single-pointed focus. And so that's kind of what's up for the weekend. That's the rundown on Scorpio season and why Scorpio has the connotations it does, besides being ruled by Mars. And this is what we have. So are you expecting anything to come up? Let me know in the comments. If you want to join a cool occult community full of chronically online mystics, don't forget you can chat with me and a bunch of other cool people in the Ninth House Discord. The link to join is at the bottom of the description. Again, I release weekly personalized rising sign horoscopes to my patrons at the beginning of every week on Sunday. So if you're interested in learning what to expect for your particular rising sign, check the Patreon link at the bottom of the description. I'm endlessly thankful for you being here and for your support. Comment below if you have any questions or need any clarification. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you again, and I will see you next week.